All right, and I want to give a couple layers difference between this and workshops. I can go ahead and do it here in the in this layer. Sort of a cross layout here. See, most workshops are, is that 3x3? Looks like it. Keep that in mind. So a 3x3. Now let's think about this, because we want to do I think we want stockpiles sort of like this, so we can get a pretty substantial stockpile going. Yeah, I think that makes sense to do stockpiles around here so that people can access and bring things in quickly. And then the workshops can be sort of on the outer edge because they just need to access the stockpiles themselves without the steps, because ideally they'd finish what they're doing and put it into another stockpile. At least that's the idea. So let's just say this can be wood. Which means down this way, we're going to have a workshop area, which as we know is 3x3. And that's going to be a carpenter. And then let's just say this is going to be sort of stone. Whoops, we wanted to do a 3x3 just to make it look kind of like it fits. And that's going to be our masonry. And we'll continue building out from there, but that's going to be fine to start with. I guess that extra bedroom that we built can be made into a manager's office. All right, back up to the farms. I'm going to start building my workshops. So I want brain fart there. All right, so I want a couple of farmers' workshops. That'll do for now. Eventually, we're going to also have... well, we do need a butcher. I think I'm going to just put the butcher up top for now, because getting it to like vent the miasma is kind of tricky. What is that? Oh, it's cotton grass. Okay, that's eyeballs though. Lots of worms in here. So yeah, to prevent people from like getting sick. We're going to put the butcher and the tanner. I believe that also has problems like that right up here. But we do want them up quickly so that things can be processed. I think the same logic holds true for a fishery. So we're going to build the 3 of them right there by the stairs. They're going to be open air so that things will get chopped up without causing issues. So I'm thinking we want to, well, should we designate a fishing area? I don't think I'm going to bother just yet. The only reason I was thinking that is because it might be nice to make sure we're fishing on the part of the biome that is not haunted. Actually, I mean, let's give it a try. I think we can do it from here. Or do we have to do it the layer below? Let's just see if they're able to do that. Basically, if we see anyone going for it, we'll know that it worked. The other thing I'm going to do right now is just, this is kind of messy, but it'll work for the moment. We can readjust when the miner has some extra time. But basically, we're going to do that. We're going to do some seeds. And then up, well, I guess down here. This stockpile. We're going to remove our seeds here. The other thing that I want to do, I believe this is what you do, is you want to restrict no barrels in there. The reason being is that barrels hold a lot of seeds. I'd rather have them in bags, because then if there are multiple farmers, they're not, they basically can't grab the same barrel if you have a huge barrel. But if there are multiple bags, no problem. Okay, so how are we doing? Getting sort of the wood area all set. So let's go ahead and get started with all of the hauling, because it's going to be quite an endeavor. Things like wood, yeah, since you can't stack it in a bin, it probably makes sense to go ahead and do a pretty large stockpile. Some of these others that stack pretty well, we might split the rooms. But yeah, The other thing that we might not do is do stone. Because that's always just a huge use of time. So I'm going to build the carpenter workshop there. At the same time, we're going to go ahead and disassemble that one. All right, how do you, I'm trying to remember. Display water, hotkeys. I want to find my hotkeys. Aha, here we go. This is going to be workshops for F2. Go up 2 layers. It's going to be fortress. F3. And F1 is already basically at our entrance. Mesa like this. Okay, so the carpenter's there. You know, I'm just gonna make more beds because why not? We'll use those 7, and keeping the dormitory there is not a bad idea to begin with. We're gonna need some tables since we're not yet ready for wood. Should we do that? Let's get some wheelbarrows. That might be a good thing to do. Maybe 5 to start with. No, let's just make like 2. We'll assign it to the rocks. What else can the carpenter make that we need relatively soon? Gonna need at least 1 bucket when we think about a well, so we might as well queue that. Step ladders are okay to have around, just maybe 2 of those. Probably queue that, that's fine. Maybe 2 of those to start with. We could get some cabinets for our dwarves. And chests. These guys are living the life. And bins, I'm actually going to put on repeat. So we're going to make 5 anytime there are less than 5. The other thing I want to do So what I'm doing here is we're going to process plants automatically anytime there are greater than one unrotten processable plants. Some of our plants have to be processed. We're just going to queue 10 at a time. If there are less than 10, it'll just cancel out for us. We can do the same thing with this process plant to bag. I forget exactly what is going on with these, but each of these is a different thing, if that makes any sense. I think spinning thread happens automatically, if I'm not mistaken. That should be good. We don't... do we have them? Oh, use hotkeys. Alright, our pack animals, is this that's a male and a mule. So we don't have milkable animals right now. Uh-oh, wild boar. Just fighting my dog. So it's running away. Ah, shoot. That's the thing that I meant to do with our embark, but totally forgot, I think. Yeah, I didn't... I did not make any doctors. That's actually kind of problematic. Whoops. Alright, so what I'm going to do actually is use the priority to make them finish this first. Because now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm going to put stone on this side. Makes sense to me. And then I guess the thing is what we're going to do next is this. I think this is going to be a furniture stockpile because, again, that takes up a lot of space. So, yeah, unfortunately, our dog might die. Because we have no dwarves that can really do anything medical. That wasn't smart. All right, and I think actually, because I don't know that I'm gonna. Yeah, we are probably gonna move it at some point, but I am gonna make a jeweler's in here, just so we can start cutting some gems, because that's the only real thing that we're gonna have, I think, when it comes time to trade. And I want to be able to get some kind of thing out of there. The other thing we're going to do is put the rest of the area in a stockpile, because that's ultimately what it'll be. Stone, we want 2 wheelbarrows for that, because it's going to be helpful, I think. Assuming those are complete. Yep. You can see we are prioritizing the workshop over the fortress, just because the dwarves do have a dormitory they can sleep in temporarily. But that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining me in the Steam edition of Dwarf Fortress in the Fort of Winterfog. What will await us next time? You'll have to come back and see. See you then.